okay, this is about me making up a story in my head about something, and also to illustrate how powerful your mind is and how powerful your emotions are, and how it can affect your whole day even when it's not based on reality. I don't think it's any secret that I've switched to more of a vegan lifestyle, but I'm not 100%, so I'm more like vegetarian / vegan. But I went to one of my favorite restaurants, which had like it wasn't a meatloaf, it was called wheat loaf, because it's made with a wheat protein. And I guess something in it got stuck up under my gum, and I didn't realize it. Like the gum, my tooth, or stuck in my tooth. And so the food was good, but I didn't notice this until like an hour later, and my gum started bothering me really bad. But when I put my tongue back there to see if it was something that could be moved, it felt like my tooth had cracked. Now, mind you, I haven't been to the dentist in about a year, and I really need to go to the dentist. Okay, so here's what happened. So I feel this thing in the back of my mouth. I think it's my tooth. And so I start thinking about how much this is going to cost. That the last time I went to the dentist from my crowns in the front, that it was like $7,000, and the time before that it was like $15,000 and all this kind of stuff. So I'm thinking all these things, right? And then I'm thinking, okay, well, not only is this tooth broken back there, because it felt like a broken tooth, but it's also gonna mean that I'm gonna need to take some time off because my mouth is gonna be numb, and this is gonna be a lot of pain. And I started thinking, well, do I want to go back to the dentist that I went to before, who was really amazing, or do I want to go to somebody else that's a little bit closer? So I'm thinking all these things. So then I start getting irritated at myself, and I think, this wouldn't have happened if my tooth would not be cracked if I had not skipped going to the dentist and taking care of my teeth better. And so then I get mad at myself for not doing the things that I need to do to take care of my teeth, and get all my doctor's appointments. And then I start telling myself how stupid I am, because this probably would have never happened. And not realizing that there's something in my tooth. I'm thinking that I have a cracked tooth, and that the dentist probably could have caught this and filled it or something, or fixed it before it became a problem if I'd been going to the dentist like I should have. So I start feeling all this anxiety, because I'm thinking, well, when am I going to have time to take off? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to have to call the emergency after hours place and get over to the dentist today. And I usually don't take things like that. I don't get anxiety about a lot of stuff, but I'm not crazy about going to the dentist, because I've been to the dentist a lot in my life because I broke my teeth when I was younger. So it's just this whole drama behind it. So I start feeling a little sweaty and a little irritated, just anxiety. And so I realized that this thing feels looser and looser. And so in my mind now, I'm thinking, this tooth is getting ready to fall out. Oh gosh, this thing is getting ready to fall out. And so I'm thinking, I gotta finish with this customer and get on the phone and call a dentist. So sure enough, I get in my car, I open my mouth, and I start picking at this tooth, which I shouldn't be picking at, what I think is a broken tooth. I should leave it intact until I get to the dentist. All of a sudden, a piece of the wheat protein comes off on my finger, and the pain goes away, and the feeling of a cracked tooth goes away, because there was no cracked tooth. But I had made a story up in my head, and around that story, I had built some anxiety for a good half an hour while this thing was stuck in my mouth, not realizing it wasn't a broken tooth. How many other things in life are we making up a story about based on something that's not even true? Whether it's some goal that we have, that we think it's going to be too hard, or we're going to make up this story about how we can't do it. One of my favorite teachers is Tony Robbins, and he talks about you've got to be careful of the story that you tell yourself. And I think just like my tooth in life, we tell ourselves stories that are not even based on reality. And when we dig a little closer, or we dig a little deeper, we find that it's really nothing. And that at some point, it's going to be up to us to deal with whatever the reality is and keep on moving towards our goals. So, not as eloquent as I'd like to be, but I just felt like that made a point. So I hope this helps somebody. I do a lot of these little videos in my car because that's when I think of stuff, and plus I spend a lot of time in my car because I'm a salesperson. I'm still one of these business people that's out in the field. So my other goal is to continue to work on my business as opposed to in my business, so that I'm not one of the people in the field. But I also document this journey because a lot of times when people achieve a certain level of success and they've already paid off their debt and they've already become successful and they're already on Oprah and all that kind of stuff, people can't relate to them. So I'm hoping you can relate to me because I'm somebody that's out there still doing it. I still have things to do. I still have debt to pay off. I still have, things in my company to organize, but every day I'm working on these things to become better and better so that one day I can share this journey with you and we can all celebrate our successes together. All right, have a great day and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.